So here we are walking in the mountains of Cusco. Just found this nice little forest of Caunia, the native tree that was here when the Incas were here, they say. So this is it, what I'm walking through. As you can see, has like a papery red trunk. This is all Caunia. This is eucalyptus here, an invasive species. More invading eucalyptus. And so, since we're in this nice forest, let's take some time to talk about mushrooms. Yeah. And so, I'm going to tell you guys a story of mushrooms through another story of Ra. So recently I wrote some poetry about Ra, and it just came to me, it was just channeled. But essentially, Ra is the sun god, right? So the Eye of Ra in Egypt is like the all-seeing eye in the capstone of the Illuminati pyramid. It's the same thing. And so it's just the sun, it's just this thing up here that we have all day looking down on us. And so it is the masculine principle of this reality. It is the individuating principle, what makes things stronger, more individual. So the more that a plant receives sun, the more that a little sprout, which doesn't appear individual from this earth, grows taller, right? Its flowers come out, looks very individual. It individuates. It's the idea of the self. El Soleil in French, like Seul Oeil. Solo ojo, the idea that there is one eye separate from all, but really this eye, where did it come from? It came from all. It came from all. And so the sun is the individuating masculine principle of this earth, whereas Lune, the moon, is like the unifying principle. So they say the moon kills, the killing moon. The moon has a very cold energy, and so if you want your plants, where you're planting things, if you want this plant to survive, usually they put the seed in the ground during full moon, because that is the coldest, most killing energy of the entire month. And so you put the seed in the ground during full moon, and so this is going to be like the worst that it's going to see for a month. And so it's going to sprout like a few days after full moon, and if this sprout survives for a whole month, it'll be strong enough to keep on surviving through the next full moon every month. But if you plant this seed right before full moon and the sprout comes up as the full moon's coming, this sprout is just a baby, and so it's very probable that the full moon will kill your whole crop if it has a very strong energy. And so Ra is also found in the name Israel, Israel, which is the center of this religion, where they have the idea of mother god and father god, right? So that everything is masculine and feminine. This is a Hermetic principle from Egypt as well, where the Eye of Ra came from. So Hermes has like his 7 principles, and 2 of them are that all is masculine and all is feminine, and all is dual. They're 2 separate principles. And so the religion of Judaism found in Israel believes in this mother god and father god. And so is from Isis, mother god. Ra, father god, the sun. And then El, they say it comes from Elohim. And what is Elohim? They say it was a tribe of mushroom worshippers, and they took their name from the mushroom god from the Igbo African culture, right? Egypt is in Africa. And so this ancient culture called Igbo, I'm repeating this all from a YouTube video I saw a few years ago, and I ate a couple of mushrooms yesterday and it made me remember all this. And so the Igbo had this god named Ele, who was essentially the father god, the masculine principle that came to the infertile Mother Earth, which was covered in rocks, didn't have plants on it at that time. All the life was inside of the water, inside of seas and oceans and things like this. And so this this spore came from outer space, or I don't know, another dimension, and it impregnated Mother Earth. So all of the rock that was unavailable inorganic matter, unavailable for growing plants, right? This became bioavailable. The mushroom started eating the rock. It started eating all of the inorganic matter and creating bioavailable matter so that plants could grow and take over the earth. And once you have plants on earth, then animals come. And everything that we make on this earth comes from these plants and animals. This is like the roots of everything. And so everything that we have made came because of mushrooms, because mushrooms brought fertility to the earth. Mushrooms brought us to the earth. Mushrooms brought all life to the earth. And so mushrooms, mycelium, fungus, however you want to look at it, these are the gods of fertility. They are the gods of creation. They allow inorganic matter to become bioavailable, which allow plants to grow, which allow animals to grow. And so this creates everything. Everything was created from mushrooms. And on top of this, they are the gods of like death and destruction, because when something dies, they say that it dies because of the mushroom. So like when people get cancer here, humans who have cancer, they say this disease is caused because we all have fungus in our bodies, and this fungus is like safeguarding you. So when you're not serving this universe anymore, when you're not of service to this earth, this fungus decides that your body will no longer metabolize sugar. The fungus is going to take the sugar before your cells can metabolize it through cellular respiration and make energy. It's going to turn it into ferments, and so your body starts fermenting all of the sugar. It can't produce energy, and they say this is cancer. And so cancer is caused by a fungus, or if you want to say it, basically when you don't serve this earth, cancer makes it so you can't even serve yourself, and you go to the hospital and they give you chemotherapy and they kill you. That's just the way things are, guys. All right, and so it is the god of death. And they say you can't even separate fungus from like all plants in the lab. You try and just like separate one plant cell, and you're always going to get fungus in it. There's fungus throughout every living organism on this earth. It is inside of all of us. It controls all of us. It is part of all of us. They are the masters of this reality. And so when things die, the mushroom eats them as well. So the mushroom eats them and makes the inorganic matter that is locked up in the body, it makes it bioavailable again, so that things can grow from this decomposing body. So the mushroom is the god of fertility, of creation, of connection. The mycelium connects all of these plants below the earth. The mycelium is like the earth's natural internet, where it allows nutrients to be redistributed through these microtubules, these microtubes that are below the earth, which are the mycelium. So if one plant has too much nitrogen, too much carbon, it sends it through this network to the other plants to redistribute so that life can sustain itself. And it also allows communication. So if there's a pest attacking one plant, it says that basically this mycelium allows phytochemical communication. So a plant is being attacked by a pest, it will produce more essential oils. Like this eucalyptus produces essential oil in its leaves, and this essential oil is a natural pesticide, a natural phytochemical. And so if a pest starts attacking one eucalyptus tree, it can send it a message underground phytochemically to the other eucalyptus tree to say, start producing more essential oils because this pest is coming. So they're the gods of connection, fertility, creation, destruction, death. They are the masters of this reality, if we can see clearly. And that's what we're trying to do today. See more clearly, express more clearly, and connect.